Hello everybody, this is Jay Thomasson and this is my video on shared folders and files and granting permissions. This discussion pertains to multiple users on a network, but most of the material would apply to multiple users on a single computer. Now I created a folder called Company Documents and subfolders, Memo, Payroll, Receiving, and Secret Plans, and I created users Trustworthy 2, 3, Crook, Thief, and Chinese Hackers. But I won't use all of these. Now, if you're going to allow sharing on a network, you've got to let the other computers on the network know that you're doing this. And the way you do this is very simple. Click Start, and you can do it from Computer. Down here where it says Network, right-click on it, click on Properties. And notice it comes up and says Network Discovery. That needs to be on so the other computers on the network can see your computer and see the shared files and vice versa. And file sharing needs to be on. I have other users on my computer, but I do not want to share my public folder, so I've got public folder sharing off. Printer sharing I've got on so other people on the network can use my printer. And for the network, that's basically it on this part, but there's other things you've got to do. So let's exit out of this. Alright, let's look at company documents. We need to let the network know that it's a shared folder. So you right click on it, bring up properties, and it brings up the company documents property menu. Click on sharing, click on advanced sharing. All you got to do is check on it and apply. Now you can add multiple, I have how many users up here that you want to look at this simultaneously. This file, you can change that. You can put permissions in right there if you want to, but I'm not. Okay, now security. This is where you can add your users. Now since I added all these users out there, they're there. Okay, now, and we're going to leave them there for right now. Let's look at Memo. There's a situation you need to be aware of. Of course, Memo needs to be shared. Just click on it. Okay, share. And we okay. Whoop, one click too many. Alright, notice that we've got Trustworthy 2, Thief, and Chinese Hacker out there. And I want to show you what not to have out there. And that's include. You can barely read it in gray. Include inherited permissions from the object's parents. And since I'm a parent of the object that I put out there, I can look at these if I've got this clicked. So I'm going to click on it, apply it, and watch what happens. It adds a bunch more users out there. I don't want them out there. I don't want anybody on my computer that has a user account to get into the files. So you need to make sure that included inheritable permissions from this object is not checked on all your files, and you want to remove them if you don't want them there. Okay? So now the others are gone. These are the ones that I've allowed by editing. And how do you do that? How do you add somebody to a file? Well, you just click Edit on Security. You click on Add. And if you know the name of the user, you can put it there. If you don't know the name, click on Advanced. And click on Find, and it'll bring up a list of users. And let's say I want to add Thief again. Click on OK. Notice it's up there. It's OK. Thief was added. Now, let's look at another one. Let's look at payroll bonus. Right click on it, properties, security. Notice it's just got J out there, and trustworthy. Now we're going to play with this one a little bit. And I need to make sure trustworthy has full control, and it does. Now let's edit J here. And notice I'm going to take away full control and modify and write. Let's take away read and executable. All I've got is read. So click on check. And by the way, since I'm the owner, that's bad news unless I know somebody's passwords or I can get on as another user. So you got to be careful. Okay, there we go. Now let's go up here to bonus. Click on it and see if it'll let me do. Well, there's a little bit of text. Wow, looks like it's going to let me do some things here. I can screw with somebody's file if I'm not who I'm supposed to be. Now let's go back to save it. It's not supposed to let me do it. Look at there, and it didn't. So what that's telling me is that even though I made changes to it, I can't modify it. All I can do is try to exit out of it, close it, save changes. No, that's all that's left that I can do. Okay, let's go back up. Properties, security. Look at J again. It does let me go back in and change. Well, will it? Will it? Can I change it? Actually, I can. But sometimes it won't let you do that, and you might screw yourself. So be careful with this. But that's how you add users. That's also how you modify the users. And the users' permissions is cumulative, so you got to be careful doing this. And there's one other thing. You can check for shared files by looking at administrative tools and clicking on computer management. And I hope this don't punch me on my time. Here we go. Shared folders. Click on shares. Notice memos is shared. And company documents is shared. That basically covers everything that I wanted to discuss in this video. And I appreciate you looking at it. And I hope you've got something out of it. Have a good day.